Yo, what's up, YouTube? Man, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. Got the IBF already looking to strip Tyson Fury of his belt, man. This is right after Wladimir decided he wanted to exercise his contractual, rematch clause with Tyson Fury. I see that right there shows a lack of confidence, doesn't it? He already had like a backup plan, didn't he? Which is smart, but at the same time, it's like he probably took the day off and was like thinking, you know what, man, I got a rematch coming up. Let me milk this a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He's already got 3 losses on his record. Well, what's another loss, Guess a young, outspoken heavyweight champion, and then making a comeback and winning it, then following up with the unification bout with the Deontay Wilder or something like that. That's probably would have been good. But it's funny, man. A lot of people spoke on it. I read like 2 articles already. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I listened to like Wingy Boxing Channel. I listened to Boxing Beats and Rhymes, and everybody's like, it's like an outrage. But I was like thinking, man, maybe there's some like an angle to this, because I'm not sure if it was Wingy who was. It was like, man, IBF must have known that there was like a rematch clause, because they're saying like, hey, if you take this fight with the Wladimir Klitschko, well, then you're not meeting your mandatory. The mandatory is Vasily Glashkov, the Tsar, Glashkov the Tsar, and he's a main event fighter, so he's hooked up with Kathy Duva. Now, this is my angle on this. I want to touch bases on this. That if they did know that, there was a rematch clause, that this is already like preordained. They already had a plan set up, like, hey, we're going to strip him of this belt, right after, if he wins, and we're going to open this up a little bit. All right? We're going to line this belt right back up with HBO. Because you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. HBO with Klitschko going. I know they probably didn't have all the exclusive rights and stuff like that to air his fights, but he was on HBO. He's like an HBO heavyweight. You get what I'm saying? So they pre-aired his stuff and they replayed it in the afternoon. So it was like the evenings, the afternoons and the evenings, right? They play his fights twice when he's fighting. So I didn't watch this fight on AWE or anything like that. I watched this fight on HBO here in the United States, okay? AWE is a wealth of entertainment. It's more like international travel and stuff like that, but they air boxing matches too. So you gotta think about it. They just lost the heavyweight champion, HBO did. They lost the heavyweight champion. Now, will the rematch be on HBO? Like exclusively on HBO. We don't know. They don't know. They don't have any say. And they sort of mentioned that when it was airing Tyson Fury's fight. The Klitschko's fight. He's like, we don't have any say. This is a Sutherland promotion or Skysports thing, and we don't have like any say when things start and stuff like that. But with Kathy Duva, with Glashkov, Vasily Glashkov. I'm just calling Vasily Glashkov. You guys know who I'm talking about. The dude who fought Steve Cunningham, and he's been getting some like close decisions, like robbing people. Like he fought Malik Scott, the supposed best heavyweight in the United States of America. That's not my saying, man. That's somebody else's saying. Perceived saying, check out my other videos about that, man. Check out my other video, like who's the best American heavyweight, and then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Malik Scott beat him in my opinion, but they call that a draw. He got Steve Cunningham got cheated in that fight to me with Glashkov, but yeah, Kathy Duva has an inclusive, not inclusive, but geez, I'm all tongue tied, man. Exclusive, yes. Exclusive contract with like HBO, you know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't want to be under the thumb of the premier boxing champion and stuff like that. You know, she just trying to do her thing and be in control, and she don't want to take orders from nobody. So, I guess, except for HBO, I guess, but she wants to make money doing it her way. She don't want to do it the PBC way. She started it. She's the one that started it, man. She like rekindled this whole boxing on national television with the NBC contract, but she didn't know how to make that money. And just like to put a little emphasis on that, she inherited that company, man. She didn't like start that company. Her son, something Duva, I mean not her son, but her husband. Excuse me, her husband owned that company. He passed away. She had a degree in law and some experience in marketing and stuff like that, and she used to help out on the side. And all of a sudden, she got into promoting boxing and stuff like that. So she don't have I don't even think she was in it. She must have not even been good at the advertisement job, because I think she would have been able to get some advertisement money when she was with the NBC. So she just don't know how to make money. She knows how to manage, her fighters and everything. Put on some halfway decent fights with main events. But other than that, she ain't good on that marketing scheme thing. But back to my point, man. I think that's why they're gonna try to strip Tyson Fury. They're gonna get themselves lined up with the whole HBO thing. Glashkov fight's gonna be on HBO. They said the manager, Glashkov's manager, had a few words saying, "Hey, this is an opportunity of a lifetime" and stuff like that. But main events, Kathy Duva, they've been kind of quiet, and but he's a main event fighter. So on that point, I'm thinking, someone in this boxing article, who was it written by? Was it George Gigney? Yeah, George Gigney. He just wrote this article. It was on boxingnewsonline.net. He said it's kind of like good for boxing. I don't totally agree with it, but I kind of agree with it, because it sort of like opens up the playing field for other unification possibilities and stuff like that. Maybe bigger rivalry type thing. It really doesn't mean anything unless you beat Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury beat the man. And if he stripped the IBF belt, they go ahead with the rematch clause with Wladimir Klitschko, because he's contractually obligated. I mean, hey, he's gonna beat the man again. If he beats the man, he beat the man twice. So it doesn't matter if he didn't have any belt. To me, he's the one. You know what I'm saying? The belts are just, to me, like for me, the belts they're great to have. But we see in every sanctioning body, if you're not registered with a certain sanctioning body, you're not even recognized as being one of the best fighters. They might put you in like maybe the top 10, just in case you want to register with them and stuff like that. Like, I think that's probably what Sean Porter did with the IBF, I think. And in one interview, they was talking about, well, we went to the IBF, or this is Kenny Porter talking, and we presented his resume or whatever like that, which they pretty much already didn't know. All you gotta do is go on BoxRec or whatever like that. Ain't like the dude ain't been on television. You know what I'm saying? And he got ranked. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, he got ranked. So, yeah, man. These guys got, one guy's ranked number 3 in one section of body, the other guy's ranked number, 10 because he didn't fight some other guy. It's it's kind of it's opinionated. It's all based on somebody's opinion. And then you got the amateur pedigree and stuff like that. So unless we see all these guys actually fight each other, we won't really know who's the best. And it's like in a movie, Any Given Sunday. With football, you got sometimes you're gonna get the exception with one guy who's coming out of left field upsets the prospect, man. The anointed one. We just seen that with Amir Iman and Adrian Granados. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, man, I wish I would have known. Else I would have thought upset or something like that. Because Granados, he's a firecracker, man. But anyway, I got that angle. Going into this is like a main event HBO Kathy Duva thing, and that if they do strip it, it's going to be like Glashkoff and Charles Martin, American heavyweight. So I'm happy about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least Charles Martin will get a chance to win. I think he's got the skills. I've seen him fight, man. He's got like enough skills. Maybe not enough experience, but he's got the skills and the athleticism to do something. Glashkoff, he seems to slow down a little bit in the later rounds, and he's all right. He doesn't do too much counter punching and stuff like that, so Martin will be able to get his shots off and everything. But let me finish up, man. Let me finish up with Peter Fury. Peter Fury. Tyson's Fury's, I believe it's his uncle. He said that if they're stripped, that what they're gonna do is like Riddick Bowe type thing. They're gonna have like a public press conference, and what they're gonna do is live on television, if it's gonna be aired live, that they're gonna trash the IBF belt, which I have no problem with. It just adds fuel to the fire. And for a future, unification bout down the road, either with Deontay Wilder and the current IBF champion, or the current IBF champion, or the future IBF champion, and Tyson Fury. Then there's probably going to be a lot of back and forth and drama with Tyson Fury and the IBF. That's interesting. It's give us something to talk about. Gossip is okay in boxing. You know what I'm saying? They say it's a dead sport, but to me, like the politics and the bureaucracy just adds more. It is a drama. It's like a drama series, man. People don't think about it, but boxing is a series of events. They put boxing matches on like one at a time, and then you have cards, and these guys are getting called up, based on their last performances and who they're with, who they signed with, and stuff like that. These are events. They're like concerts or something like that. You got to think of them like that. They're not like, I know they're sporting events, but they're events nonetheless. They're not leagues. Boxing is not a league, and every sanctioning body is just a governing body that has rules and other government regulations and stuff like that. It's not a business, supposedly not supposed to be a business, supposed to be a non-for-profit organization where people can earn money and stuff like that, and it can be governed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a sanction hit. You know what I'm saying? So there's rules, and you got referees, and you got the ambulance, the paramedics, and you got the promoters, and you got the managers, you got the second, and then people getting registered and licensed, and doctors and stuff like that. So to me, it's good, man. It just it makes pretty much almost like every fight kind of important and kind of relevant, because without it, it's like it's like with basketball with me. Like, I know if I don't watch, it's still gonna be there. They have like a schedule set up, like maybe like a year in advance. Sometimes these guys got basketball schedules, and they going like to Thailand and they're just playing. It's just the league, and if I miss one game, it's not really all that relevant to these guys getting to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like college football where if you lose two games, you're not in the you're not in championship contention anymore, supposedly, or right now in the playoffs. So every game is not important, but in boxing, man, like every match is important, and obviously this decision Tyson Fury has made is very important, man. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's the, you got another sanctioned body weighing in, and if I were him, I wouldn't worry about it. I was just like, okay, we'll take it. I'm already the man. You know what I'm saying? I already had it. I already had the belt. You know, and having another belt is just more sanction fees. So yeah, he got to think about it as like a discount, man. It's a discount. It's been a minute. It was all good just a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z, it was all good just a week ago. Just let it go, bro, and move on. But let me know what you think, man. I kind of like burned a little bit too long on this, but thanks for listening. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.